there I am. Wow, that took me a second to pop in. Hello, everyone! Welcome to what is the final stream of the year. It has gone by so quick. I hate how fast time goes. Just there to remind me I'm old. But I hope everyone's doing well. I hope everyone's getting excited for the new year, new plans, new goals. Lots of fun stuff to come up. I have some big plans for this new year as well. So hopefully everything goes well. Fingers crossed, right? But yeah, welcome in everyone for our final stream. I decided we're gonna continue our Pokemon tier list. We're almost through all the gens. We're on Gen 6 today, so we're entering the lands of X and Y, which I did play. So this one I can go back to ranking them not just for aesthetic, but also of usefulness and how I use them and everything in the game, because I played Pokemon X. I had X. I liked Xerneas's design more than Yveltal, the bacon bird. So we're gonna go do our Gen 6 tier list, and then because I've noticed the tier lists don't really take too long to get through. They only, at most, take me an hour and a half maybe of a stream. I don't want to stream that short, so I'm gonna start probably adding a game along with them. So after we get through the tier list, I will be swapping over to some Persona 4 Golden, continuing our playthrough, because at times these games were put on back burners and we've gotten so far behind, so this way we can still do some of them. But yeah, let's go ahead and get over to our tier list. Hopefully nothing's scuffed. I know I'm alive a little bit earlier, but I figured I'm able to. Why not? We can go longer this way. So over to the screen. Here we go. Alright, good. Everything's set up right. But yeah, as always, you always get a hint of what it might be ranked high according to what's on my shoulder. My shoulder buddy today is Esper. And I just always like to pick a different Pokeball since there's so many different ones. I picked the Cherish Ball today. I get the good old Event Pokeball. But yeah, to start us off on our little tier list journey today with Gen 6. I think Gen 6 wasn't Gen 6 based around France as well. It was cool. It was one of my favorites. What I absolutely adored about Gen 6 though was the customization was just ramped up. I want that back. It was like the new ones have good customization too, but it feels like it's limited compared to what we got in Gen 6, like especially the hairstyles. I want my long hairstyles back. Like those long pigtails were adorable. I used those. I want the customization back. But let's get started with the tier list. And our first Pokemon we got Chespin. I think did I use them all? I think I did I did like 3 playthroughs, but I don't think I ever finished the one I did with Chespin. So I mainly used Fennekin. But Chespin's cute. I did like the starters of this gen. They were pretty nice. Chespin's a cute little guy. As always, the starters are usually ranked pretty high because of usefulness and everything as well. But of the least starters, Chespin is not my favorite. Honestly. Hi, Wizard Bear, welcome in. I like his little hat. His little hat is cute. But unfortunately for me, and again, this is my silly opinions, so please, if you don't agree with me, share where you would rank them. I'm always willing to hear it. This is just my opinion based on I go by the aesthetic and were they useful to me. Chespin's cute, but it's a B. And in terms of useful to me, it wasn't. Some gens the grass starter was better, some gens the fire starters, and some gens the water starters. But forever, as I've stated, Totodile will always be the top tier starter for me. Then we have its evolution, Quilladin, the little round boy, round lad. Also really friendly, big smiley. But again, it goes along with Chespin. It is though. Honestly, look-wise, it's probably below Chespin. It's probably C. I don't know what it is with the middle evolutions. They either are better or they're worse. It's like there's no same stage. It's really rare for me. And then, of course, the last one in the group, Chestnut. It's the awkward teenage phase. Indeed. Some of the teenage phases are cool, though. It's like you either get the really dorky ones or you get the very edgy ones as it goes. Chestnut's cool, though. I do like Chestnut's design a lot. Super cool Pokemon. Also, as probably useful, because like I said, I didn't get to really use the grass starters. My playthroughs only did 2 of them, and I used the water and fire. But I know the starters are always super strong and usually carry on to the end of the game, at least for me. I would give Chestnut actually an A. I like the design. So they take up the 3 of the tiers. Oh, also, for those that missed last time's Gen 5, yeah, Woobat got its own tier above S, because Woobat is adorable, and I love Woobat. It's just a little furball, derpy furball. Then we have Finnegan. It's a fox, okay? This was the first one the starter I used in my first playthrough of X. It's S tier. I have a special place in my heart for foxes. No, I am not a furry. I just like foxes. They're my favorite animal. So it's an S. Also, I like the dual typing it had with the psychics. I think it was psychic. Yeah. I loved Finnegan. I love the design. Also, Finnick foxes are adorable. They're my favorite type of fox. Even though of the fox Pokemon, Vulpix is still my favorite, the OG one. I love Finnegan. Finnegan is cute. And then it becomes a Braxton. Which I also like. Braxton gets the stick. You still get that bad run with the fire starters, right? It goes up on 2 legs. the running complaint everyone has is why can't it stay on all 4s? It would be nice to get that sometime though, but I like Braxton's design. I hope I'm saying it right. It's either Braxton or Braxton. I'm not gonna ever pronounce all the Pokemon names correctly, even though I've been into Pokemon since I was little. In elementary school, I still am like, oh, I've always said it this way, and then comes either the show or someone corrects me and I'm like, oh, it's like that, oops. And then I look at the spelling sometimes and I'm like, man, I've been looking at that wrong the whole time. But yeah, no, this whole line gets an S, pretty much. Though I'm not the biggest fan of Delphox's design, if I'm being honest. It's a super cool Pokemon, but this whole looks like it has pants and all this stuff. I found it kind of awkward looking to me. I guess going for like a mage look, I think. It's like the fireball obsessed wizard in your D&D party right here. But of the 3 of them, this one's gonna be ranked lower than the other 2 and like a low S, because it's still a cool Pokemon. I still love it. Still used it a lot. Was my first starter in this gen. I just was not as thrilled with this end evolution. So of the 3, it's going towards the lower end. And then we have Froakie. I remember Froakie being like the big favorite though of everyone because it's evolutionary line and what it turns into. And the anime favored the Froakie line. Froakie's cute. I like Frog. I used it and it is actually really, really good, especially in evolution. That thing did some good damage. The shuriken move was insane. I like Froakie. It is cute. This is also probably going to be up there high. I don't know if it's an S for me though. The aesthetic is holding me from putting an S. Usefulness, it's higher. It's going to go above Chestnut, that's for sure. I'm going to give it a high A. It doesn't grab me enough. Now, I know that's not going to be everyone's fan favorite, right? Like, the answer, they're going to be wanting S, but for me, it's high A. And then there's a Frogadier. It's a B for me. A bit too simple design. Yeah. It's like, I don't mind simple designs, but it needs something to draw me, because there's, like, some Pokemon that's just, like, okay, like, the new gen, the one pig clone, or whatever that thing's called, it's just like, yeah, Oinkologne, that's it. It's just a pig. It's nothing really spectacularly standing out to me. It's cool, but yeah. This one's a bit cooler. Again, I feel like this is gonna be A for me, but it's not my favorite. It's higher than Froakie. I did catch a shiny Froakie today, actually. Though I was playing Scarlet and Violet earlier, and I've been trying to shiny hunt all the starters since they have them, and I got a shiny Froakie, and I forgot what else did I get shiny. Which of the starters? Which one was it? I can't think of it right now, but yeah, I've been trying. I want my shiny Totodile. But me with shiny hunting is like I either Pokemon range from I created the universe to pig. This is true. Yeah. Or keys. There's the other side of it too, or it's just an item. We'll get to you, Klefki, in a bit. But yeah, me with shiny hunting goes from either I devote hours to it, I'll do the sandwich strats, I'll do the picnic strat where you refresh the zone after you take down a lot of them from the outbreak. I'll go hardcore for it with the Masuda method with the eggs and all that. Or I'll give up in 30 minutes and say I'm tired of this, bye. There's no in between for me. Either hardcore or I can't be bothered. Though I've almost have one full like box page of shiny Pokemon just from the new game alone. So it's been the RNG's been pretty nice. Sometimes I find 3 shinies in a day just by running around doing like the missions in the new DLC. All right, then we have a Greninja. Greninja's cool. The whole thing with Ash turning into Greninja though was weird to me. Though they added synchronization into the new game, which is pretty neat. I it's odd, but it's cool. I found it weirder that it had Ash's like hair. Greninja is cool. I also liked it in Detective Pikachu. They actually included that in the live action. I want a sequel so bad. I love that movie. Greninja is cool. I would also put it higher. This one's gonna go into the high A as well. Super useful. It's pretty strong. I like how fast it is. As those that may not have been here for the other tier list, I am a sucker for speedy Pokemon. My play style isn't very like probably competitive. Though I have IV trained in the recent gens because I just wanted to try because of those 7-star raids. But for the most part, I am someone I don't really care about stat moves. I do super effective hard hit moves and that's about it. And I just like to be able to attack first. I go in quick, knock you out before you attack. That's my strat. And next up we have Bunnelby. I go for cute, greater everything else. I don't even know what an Eevee is. Hey, that's fair. That's how I used to play. The only reason I got into EVs and IVs and all that stuff, and I don't even go that far into it because I'm not a competitive type of person. I just wanted to do the 7-star raids. I'm like, I really want to try, and it's really hard unless you have a really good trained Pokemon for it, because otherwise you kind of hinder everyone else getting the Pokemon. Because they hit pretty hard in that game, and you gotta hit that, not the game, but the raid, and you need to do some damage to get through those. I managed maybe like 2 7-star raids so far. They're rough. They are very rough. But I got my level 100 Charizard from one. It was really nice, and I think was it Cinderace was one? I don't remember. There was one other I got. But then we had Bunnelby. And also apologies for my model freaking out. I put my hand in front of my face and forgot. I'm like, oh wait, crap. Tracking's gonna see that and spaz. I'm not thrilled with Bunnelby's look. I didn't really bother using it. It's kind of, just the normal starter zone Pokemon. It is just bunny. It's cute, but it's just a bunny. This one gets about a D rank. Is it D or E? Usefulness wise? Maybe it'll be an E. You know what? It's an E. I feel like a D would... It's not as useful, at least in my type of playing style and in the game. It's just cute, so it keeps it from being an F. And then we have Diggersby, which I really don't care for the design. It's just Chungus here. Same thing. It probably is a bit stronger, of course, than Bunnelby, but design-wise, it's going in E as well because I don't like the design even more. And then next up we have Fletchling. It is just bird. It's cute, but I did use this. I used this entire line. I liked that it had the fire attacks with the, being a flying type. Found it pretty useful. I like Fletchling. It's not anything to write home about design-wise, though. It is just cute little small bird. I put it in C. And then we get Fletchender. Starts to look a bit cooler, though. I like the design more as it goes on. And again, I did use this. This was my flying type. I had it on my team. I pretty sure I cleared the league using this thing. And its speed helps. So it's going up. This one's about a... You know what? I give it an A. I actually really like the design of this one with Fletchender. And then Talonflame is just super cool. Good bird Pokemon, even though you get it in the start zone. Sometimes the start zone ones fall off, but a lot of time with the birds, they pretty much hold on for a long time. I will give Talonflame A as well. And then we have Scatterbug. It's the Caterpie of this gen. Let's be real. And, yeah. I got it to evolve fast so I can work on my Pavilions to get all the prints. That's basically... It's F, I'm sorry. It's same with Spupa. F. There was nothing... It's not useful for me. I found it pretty weak. I don't really use bug Pokemon very much. It's a few exceptions. Tough but fair. Okay. I hope so. I'm trying to, like I said, it's hard for me not to just go by looks alone. I'm like trying to go by, okay, what's useful to me? So it's not just an aesthetic list. Because I feel like those get done a lot. Though Gen 5 was mainly aesthetic because I never actually got to play that one. And then Pavilion. I do like Pavilion though. This usefulness, it's not really, again, it's your Butterfree bug starter Pokemon, evolves fast. I like the whole pattern thing they did though. That was really cool. I do like that. It was fun. You got to try and catch them all, and then they had the shiny version of it. But as terms of usefulness, look-wise, it's gonna go in D because it looks better than these. Usefulness, it can't be up higher. It can't be up here. It can't be in C and up. And then we have Litleo, little lion cub. It is cute, and it's like, was it like fire type? I think there was some normal in it, or it's just purely fire. I tried to use it. It didn't really fit my team. I do like the design. I thought it was cool. Lion Pokemon's always cool. I don't think, wasn't this like the first lion Pokemon until we got like the legendary and Sun and Moon? It's cute. It's not my favorite design-wise, but I think it deserves a B. I like Litleo's look. Usefulness, it's okay. I had other fire types I liked more. Though I'm looking at all of the Pokemon down here, there wasn't that many fire types now that I'm looking at it, at all. I used some others from other gens that were in the game. Because there wasn't that many additional added Pokemon in this gen at all. That's also why I decided I'm going to do a game along with the tier list, because this was the short. I think this is the shortest amount of new Pokemon in a gen of all of them. I have to look at the ones to come, but I'm pretty sure this one is, I think Gen 6 was the lowest amount of newer additions. And then we have its evolution, Pyroar. For those of you that play Scarlet and Violet and have the DLCs, then the new zone, there is a rock they added that looks like Pride Rock from Lion King, and you can find the male Pyroar at the top, which I thought was a really cool Easter egg that they added in. I did find a shiny version of the female one, though. That's one of the shinies I did find out in the wild. So that was cool. Same thing. It's a cool design, but I didn't really use it much, so it's going to go in B for me. Also, for those wondering what the game is gonna be that might not know, after this we're gonna be doing Persona 4, continuing our gameplay of that. And then next up we have the baby. Okay, I'm going to admit to something I'm not very proud of, but so in the story of X and Y, for those that don't want to know, mute for like a minute or two. Because I'm going to talk about a part of the story that comes in later in the game, but I'm pretty sure it's safe because, like, I mean, the game has been out for a while. The part where the guy is revealed to be, like, you know, the king, and he lost his flabebe, and then he found it at the end, and it came back to him and all that, and then made this tall 7-foot man just falls to his knees crying and shaking because his Pokemon came back, and it's just this tiny little thing. I cried because I'm a baby and I am I am a cheese ball, and it actually made me cry. I'm like, okay, this is really cute, and it got to me. But I liked Flabebe, a little fairy type. I like how it holds onto the flower. This was a super cute Pokemon. I did use this line, and it's a pretty good fairy typing too. I like this whole line. This one gets an A for me. And then you have a Floette. Also, like that, just like Pavilion, you had like different types of the colors and the flowers. That was neat. It made shiny hunting a pain, but it was neat. I like that. So yeah, they all get A ranked. I like the designs. Florges is it Florges or Florges? Like gorgeous. I'm never sure on how to exactly to say it, but very good Pokemon. I found Florges super useful. And again, it goes in A. Love the whole line. Super cool. It'll be interesting to see if any more get into S. This one was a tough one. There's a few that might get into S though. We'll see. And then we have Skiddo. I liked Skiddo's design. I thought it was cute. Oh gosh. Thank you for the sub, Kier. Oh gosh, 8 months. Yeah, it's gonna be my year anniversary as a VTuber next month at the end, the 29th. I'm planning something. I got something cooking. So a little sneak peek for you that are here right now. I am thinking about doing some kind of karaoke stream. I have a VTuber friend, Zemi, that said she would join me. So I'm not by myself because I'm not gonna lie, I'd be too nervous to do it myself. I don't sing. That's the key. It would be more like a karaoke with your friends at a place, and none of you are good singers. Not like, I hope I'm not god awful, but like, don't come in thinking, oh, she says she's bad, but she's actually good. No. I'm not. It's just, I thought it'd be fun. Next month is our first sub baby. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I want to do that, but I have to think of how to do it because I know Twitch doesn't really like karaoke, and I don't want to get in trouble with Twitch. Twitch don't me bad, and I don't want it mad at me. I don't want Twitch daddy mad at me. But we'll figure something out. Either Zemi says she knew how to do it, so that'll be okay. Because I know if you don't save the VOD, it should be fine. So we'll see. Expect mostly probably early 2000s or 2010s rock music, because that's what I mostly know. I like all kinds of music, but that's what if you sing badly enough, they can't copyright. Ah, true. I should sing really bad on purpose. But yeah, expect a lot of rock music, and different kinds, because I'm not someone that's stuck to a genre of rock either. I like emo, I like punk, I like metal. I just hardcore. I like anything that has like drums and a guitar, basically. I like indie rock. I don't know, like a modern music, I don't know that much. I know a little bit, but it's like I want more rock music, man. Some of it's coming back. Like I know Blink-182 got together again for like another album, which I love. Sum 41 has one final album out, which I love, and I'm like, oh man, it's like my teen years again. Let's go. So yeah, That's basically what to expect. Like, there's probably not gonna be any like anime type songs. It's gonna be rock. I'm like, it'll be something different. So we'll see how we work it out. If it doesn't end up on Twitch, what I might do is I might do a game or something on Twitch or a Q&A, something just to celebrate 1 year, and then maybe move everything to my Discord because I do have a Discord. Everyone's welcome to join, and I know it would be safer to do it there. So we'll see. But yeah, I don't want to detract from what we're talking about right now too much. Back to Skiddo. I like it. I didn't use it super much. It's cute. Usefulness, it's not. It's gonna have to go and see. It's okay. It's not terrible, but it's not top tier. Same with the Go-Goat. Go-Goat's cool, not terrible, not top tier. It's the transportation Pokemon. It was the taxi of the gen. And then Corviknight came in. And then we have Pancham. This one is cute. I like Pancham. I think I used Pangoro. I think that's how the name. Some of the names I have to try and harder to remember. It's like I played through them enough. You'd think I'd memorize them all. It's just like, no, there's 1,000 some Pokemon. I ain't memorizing every one of them. It's like, oh yeah, that was one. I liked Pancham. I did use Pancham and Pangoro. Pretty decent. I would say this one belongs in B tier. And it's Panda, so it's cute. And then Angry Panda, which is cool looking. Yeah, it is Pangoro. I got the name right. Heck yeah. Also B tier. Super cool Pokemon. I used them. Didn't use them a lot, but they were alright. And then we have Furfrou. I like and dislike this Pokemon. I did not find Furfrou useful. I didn't use it. All I did was collect them so I can get the different hairstyles on them because I thought that was neat. And that after I did all of them, it ran its course and I was done with Furfrou. It's a dog. It's not like the best looking dog in the game. It's okay. It's not bad. It's a D. It's alright. The concept was neat though. And then we have Esper. Look at him, chat. Look at the eyes. The eyes that see straight into your soul. The eyes of a Pokemon that has seen something and now cannot unsee it. The PTSD eyes. And this is where people are going to be like, huh? Because my lists are always random. This is an S tier for me. I love Esper. The horror it has witnessed. It's cute though. Yeah. It's an S tier for me. I used it and I used its evolution. I like the psychic moves and everything. I love the design. I like derpy Pokemon. It's an S. Esper is great. I actually like Esper more than Delphox. I don't care. It's not as useful as Delphox, but I like Esper. If Woobat has taught anyone anything, is just my type of Pokemon. I love Esper, and it's my shoulder buddy. And then we have its evolution, or one of the forms. I didn't put the forms in, if anyone wonders. That's also why probably this gym was lower. It was because there's forms and stuff. I'm only going to just show one of the forms. I'm not really going to do all that, or the list would be insane. But Meowstic. I like Meowstic, and I didn't pick this one just because I preferred one over the other. I like them both equally. I just grabbed the first one that came up when I searched the Pokemon number. I love this design too. Also S. Super cool Pokemon. I did use it. Is it the most useful? Probably not. But it was useful for my team. I love them in my team. I love the design. It's an S rank. Also goes there. Also welcome in everyone. Next we have Honedge. This was cool. I'm not the biggest for item Pokemon, but there are sometimes exceptions. Like I do like Rotom, and I like Honedge. This is a cool ghost type. The whole sword thing. This is an S tier as well. This line gets an S tier. Dual Blade, super cool. I like how they also the end evolution Aegislash, which we'll get to because they all belong up here. Just gradually moving Delphox down. I like how it had like different mode forms with the shield mode and sword mode, I believe it was called. I love this Pokemon. Though did it have both the forms in here, or did that come later? Because now I think Sword Shield. Now I'm thinking just Sword and Shield the games, but it might have came before. Super cool Pokemon. Love the design. Awesome Ghost type. Was useful. They belong in S. Then we have a Spritzy. You know, I'm a plague nurse, right? You know, I got my mask. I love plague masks. And Spritzy does look like it's wearing a little plague mask, and you know, you would think I would love that. I find this Pokemon weird. I did not use it. I thought this was one of the weirdest looking Pokemon. If it's useful, I don't know, because I refuse to use it. I just caught it to fill my decks. So honestly, this is going in D. Because I don't want to rate it 2 though, because it might actually be good. The fairy typings are usually pretty strong, and then, you know, you have Aromatisse, and it's just... I will say the sass I do appreciate. The confidence and the stance right there, that is a sassy Pokemon. But it is a D rank for me. I'm not so fond of that design. It was weird. There's some weird ones. And I just don't understand them. And then we have Swirlix. It is a little cotton candy looking Pokemon. It is cute. Again, wasn't thrilled with the design of this one. It's going in D for the same reasons. I didn't use it. It's okay. It's cuter than that. It belongs in the high D. It is cute. Slurpuff, however, I don't like this thing. I say I like derpy Pokemon, but this one, no, D. I like Aromatisse more than Surplus. It's just, I don't know. Some of the fairy types, I feel like, it's like, oh, cool, fairy typing. You could do some really neat, kind of mythical looking Pokemon, make them really neat looking, and then it's just like, have sweets. Like, alrighty. I don't know, it's just not my thing. It looks like it belongs in Animal. It does! Oh, you're right, it does. It wouldn't be in my village though, I'm sorry. I need to play that on stream one day. Now, can I get my capture card set up just to... Oh, I'd have to clean up my village. I haven't played in a while. My village is gonna be angry. And next up we have Inkay. I appreciate the squib Pokemon. It's okay as what it's supposed to be. It's not my favorite design-wise. It's cute. It does have a little smile. And usefulness, I didn't really use them. I didn't care for them. They got knocked out easy by me and my team. And again, this is a long D list. There's going to be a lot of Ds for some reason this time. And then we have Malamar. Is it a bird? Is it a squid? I don't know. It looks like a bird when it's standing this way. I wish it had stayed with this part, like flip it around and can I read like that? But actually, yeah, that would have been better in my opinion. I don't care for this Pokemon's look wise. Is it good? It might be a bit stronger. For uniqueness's sake, I will put it in C. It just, it's not one I cared for super much. Same with, Binacle. I never knew how to say the names. I never used them. I refused. I did not like the design. I get what they were going for. You know, Barnacle Pokemon, and that's cool. And I appreciate that, because, I mean, the diversity and all that with different types of animals and creatures, life forms. Not a fan. Useful, it can be pretty okay. It's D. Same with Barbacle. Or Barbarcle. I don't know how to say it. The hand face is kind of creepy. Not... See the eyeball and the hand? This is biblically accurate Pokemon, but it's also I'll give it a little more than these for creativeness, but it's not. I don't like it. And usefulness, I didn't. It did not stick out to me. And then next up, we have a Skrelp. I love Skrelp. Of like the seahorse Pokemon, because we had, Horsey, Seadra, Kingdra. I actually really like that they went with I don't know the type of seahorse it is, but I know there is a type of seahorse out there that does look like this to camouflage with like algae and the rest of the coral reef and stuff. And I thought that was a super cool like animal to base a Pokemon on. I have used them. They're pretty good, pretty strong, at least for my team. This is also an S tier. So we went from D for a while, we're going back to S. Same with, I don't know why this one was low quality, even though I pulled from the same source, but Dragalge, I think is how it said. Again, this is one of the ones I'll never know how to pronounce. I think it's super cool. I love this Pokemon design. It's useful. I had it on my team. It's an S. Then we have a Clauncher. This in its evolution irritated me in a good way. It's okay. It doesn't thrill me look-wise, but they were super fast. Sometimes they were faster than my team. I almost caught one just to use it for the speed, but I was like, I did that thing like you were saying. I went with the one that I thought was cool looking. But for usefulness, I like how fast it is. It did pretty well. I'm gonna have to throw this one in C. And it's Evolution Klotzer, which is cooler looking. I do like the whole, it has like a bazooka arm with its big claw. This one gets a B. I actually like the design of that one. Super cool, super speedy, little shrimp-like Pokemon. But like shrimp lobstery because claw. I like it. Oop, I didn't mean to lower that. Because we need the next one, which is Helioptile. Don't even know how to say it. It is cute. I like dinosaur like Pokemon. I also like that had like lightning attacks. This one was cool. I used it a little bit, but not much. But I love the design and I like what it turns into. So I'm gonna throw you in B. And Heliosk also gets a B because I like that the fin comes out around its neck. It's like that one type of lizard that runs in the desert and everything. Also reminds me of the Dilophosaurus from if anyone knows that dinosaur, the one that spits from Jurassic Park. If need the exacting. Super cool. Again, I like that it had like lightning attacks. This is also a B rank. Yeah, it can go both there. They're about the equal in my mind. Speaking of dinosaur Pokemon, we have Tyrant. I didn't use these, though I wanted to, because, as you know, I love Tyranitar, I love dinosaur Pokemon. The speed wasn't there for me. That's why I don't normally use ground rock Pokemon or, like, steel, even though they're pretty darn strong and really good. And usually sometimes have issues with them with my team because of how I build them. I like speedy. But as far as looks and usefulness, they are pretty strong. Even though it wasn't my team type. I like Tyrant. Tyrant gets an A. And Tyrantrum, this is such a cool look. Oh yeah, that reminds me, I also want to play at some point when my capture card setup is, I got Pokemon Snap, the new one. Because Tyrantrum's in there. S. I like Tyrantrum's design. Super cool Pokemon. And I mean, it's T-Rex. It's really cool. Then we have Amara? Amara, I think is how I say it. I wanted this on my team and I just never used it, the ice types. I love ice types and then I never use them because it's just like I usually find something that just is better for my team. But I love the design. I like how they kind of has like that whole ombre thing with the fades into a different color on its crests and stuff. I love the design. It's one of my favorites. But is it useful? It's alright. I don't think it deserves S, but it does deserve an A rank. Same with Auroras. Again, super cool Pokemon. I love this design. One day I'll use it on my team. I'll maybe do a run. Like I wanted like a playthrough different Pokemon games on stream some point. So maybe I'll use that on my team if I can remember. Also A rank. And then we have the evolution of the gen. We have Sylveon. Sylveon's cute. I love Sylveon. It's not my favorite evolution though. My favorite evolution was back in Gen 2, which is Espeon and Umbreon. I love those two the most. But this one is super cute. It deserves a high rank. Does it deserve an S? Actually, you know, it might. I did use Sylveon. Again, fairy typing is pretty darn strong. Because a lot of times people aren't built for it. So unless they like throw it into the equation, you're not always expecting... You have to have the right thing for that. Yeah, I'd say it's an S. It's not high S, but it's an S. It's a good design, good Pokemon, and I like it. Then we have Hawlucha. This one's an odd one. It's a cool look, but I didn't find it very useful. I didn't use it. It's just, it kind of got obnoxious in some parts of the game because I just non-stop ran into it. I get the reference of what it is, you know, the Hawlucha, Luchador. It's alright. I didn't think it was a super useful Pokemon. It's not my favorite design, but it is kind of cool. It belongs in C for me. My cat is here, so if you hear her, she says hello. Yes, I see. You can't be on my lap right now. Yes, I know you're cute. Go on. She'll be back. She's in the cuddle mood, and she's trying to demand it no matter what. Then we have the Pikachu of this gen. Dedenne. I'm never really thrilled with the Pikachus of the gen. There's very few of them I like. It's okay, it's cute. I just didn't find any. It's a D. It's cute, that's about it. Didn't find it very useful. It's just another Pikachu. And then we have Carbink, which for the longest time I was like, this is what's gonna turn into Diancie. No. It looks like it would, but no. It's okay. It's cute, but it's weird. I didn't really use it. I figure it could be a decent Pokemon, but it's not one of my favorites. This also goes into a C rank. It's okay. It's not terrible. And then we reach Gumi. It's a friend. I love this whole line. This whole line is so good. This line is strong. I have used this line. A lot of people love this line as well. I love this. I mean, look at it. It's friend shaped. It has a little smile. It's cute. It's strong. And get the poison types with it. Me in every family photo ever. Fair, I mean, same. A for Gumi. However, I like Sligo's look more. I like how it gets the little shell on its back. I think it's cute. I love Sligo. The whole line is awesome. This one's going in S, along with Goodra. Such a cool Pokemon design. Such a good Pokemon. Really love having it on my team. Even if it's not like the fastest. Then we have Klefki. It's keys. Yeah. I used it actually. It's not terrible, but you know, because I think if I remember right, it's like fairy and steel, which is a really good combination because one of my favorite Pokemons is Tinkaton, which is steel fairy, and that thing is scary. I love Tinkaton. Hammer dude, big Oonga Boonga damage. But it's a key. It can be good. So that's gonna save it from being very low. But it's keys. It's a C. Yeah. I want to know what, like, they're sitting down deciding looks of Pokemon, why they went with keys. What pulled from that? I want to know the thought process. Like, I give props for the inventiveness, don't get me wrong. And someone out there, this is their favorite Pokemon. Like I said, believe it or not, every single Pokemon you see, no matter what you think of it, someone out there, that's their favorite. So, hey, I'm happy they can enjoy it. But for me, it's like I said, it's a C. Just pulling things out of their pocket. Is this a Pokemon? Exactly. You know what? That's probably true. Go through like a big zoology encyclopedia and find all these animals as well. Which one haven't we made? Then we have Phantump. I like this Pokemon. Its dex entry is very depressing though. This Pokemon, when you know what the story is, it's, oh gosh, it is dark. There's some of these Pokemon out there with their entries, it's like, I'd rather not know, but it's cute, it's good, it's dark entry, but I will give Phantump a B. I like Phantump. However, Trevenant, even though it's a good Pokemon, and it's cool, but at the same time, I'm not like, it's weird. Sometimes there's designs that I'm like, this is a really cool design, but I'm not feeling it. Like, I can appreciate it's really cool, but it's not my favorite. And this is one of those. So, believe it or not, it's going in C, even though Phantump's in B. Even though it's probably it is more useful than Phantump, I put it in C. It gets the points lost for that. I don't know why. It's cool, but at the same time, eh. And then we have Pumpkaboo. Again, cool design, but these ones, I just was not vibing with the pumpkin themes. They're alright. I like ghost types. Ghost types are cool. My favorite, though, is psychic types, but ghost types are up there. It's C. It's cool, but it's the same. Same with Gorgeist. I like Pumpkaboo a bit more, but it's C. Then we have a Bergmite. I did use Avalugg. Even though it's somewhat slow, the reason I used it is I actually did catch a shiny of this when I was playing, so it's like I felt compelled to use it. It sparkled, I had to use it. But Bergmite's alright. It's a pretty good Pokemon, especially the evolution. Look-wise, it's not my favorite. So I will also throw this in C. Put it about there, because it is useful. Same with Avalugg. Avalugg's super good, super strong Pokemon. I hated fighting that stupid thing in Arceus, I'll tell you that much. In Legends Arceus, this boss was a pain. I shouldn't say I died, but like I passed out because, like, how many times? Like 7? I had a hard time with that boss. That thing was hard. I'll give it a C. But it should be up here too. Put it there. And then we have Noibat. S. I use Noibat and Noivern. I love this Pokemon. It's interesting. It's like a dragon type though. Wouldn't expect it, but yeah. I love bat Pokemon so much. Again, Woobat is top tier. It is above S. It is triple S. It is its own ranking. But so is Noibat. S. And Noivern. I love this design. It is so cool. And there's purple. That matters. I am biased to purple. You might know this. Such a cool Pokemon. I love the whole design of the ears, everything. S. This one's a high S, actually. I'll put it up there. Then we hit our legendaries of this gen. Xerneas. I love Xerneas' design. This is why I got X. This thing's so cool. I love how the horns are with the different colors and everything, with the, I guess, representing like different typings and things. The story, it was neat how you ran across and all. Xerneas is one of my favorite designs. Also being like, you know, the deer Pokemon is neat with the antlers that way. We had a few deer Pokemon, but like none of them were as cool as this. S. Rare, I put legendaries in S because I feel like they're too much of a given for being strong and everything and cool looking. But Xerneas was one of the ones that I like in S. And then we have Bacon Bird. We have Yveltal. Or Evital, or however you pronounce it. It's cool. I liked its attack. The animation for it was really neat. It's a good, strong legendary, but it's not my favorite. Especially when people point it out. It, like I said, Bacon Bird. It's an A. It can be an A. But I liked Xerneas more. Then we had Zygarde. Zygarde's cool though. This isn't my favorite form. I like the mecha form of Zygarde. This legendary is super cool. I like that it has the different forms. It has like that futuristic hexagonal look with it and everything. This is an S one as well. I love Zygarde. Then you have Diancie. It's pretty. Its mega form's really cool, but it's not my favorite either. Good fairy type of a legendary, but it belongs in A. It is not an S legendary for me. Same with Hoopa. Wasn't fond of Hoopa. I didn't really get to use Hoopa, because I think Hoopa wasn't Hoopa like a special event? I'm trying to remember. I think you couldn't get in the base game. It was one of the special event ones. It's an A. I'm putting an A because it's, well, actually no. You know what? It's a B. It's not my favorite legendary. And Volcanion is the same. I didn't really get to use this one. I do like the dual like water fire typing it had. I have a really cool Pokemon card of it as well, full hollow and everything. I like it more than Hoopa though. This one, A. So yeah, and there we have it. There is our Gen 6 tier list. Not as many Pokemon this gen. As I said, that's why we're going to go into Persona 4. But I like the X and Y series. It was one of the ones that I got to play that I didn't have to wait for a remake to actually play. I got to play when it came out. So yeah, next time we'll be doing Gen 7, which I believe is Sword and Shield as next. Or is it Sun and Moon next? I think Sun and Moon came first. Not sure. We'll see. I forget which one came first, but yeah, that will be next week. We'll continue it on with another game after. But yeah, I'm gonna go back to just chatting. Did it? And let me get these guys off my shoulder, because there's no Pokemon in Persona 4. But yeah, that was fun. I loved doing the Pokemon tier list. It was just a little idea I had. I can't wait till we also get to where I'm gonna be doing the gym leaders and the league leaders as well, and ranking all of them. Let me get this off my screen. So while we transition, I'm going to make a post saying we're swapping games. So I shall be back very shortly with Persona 4. We're gonna take like a couple minute break. Not very long. I just need enough time to do my posts and move things over, the title and everything. So use this time, grab snacks, some drinks, stretch, potty break, anything you need, and be right back.